So I don't know where I left off with me wrapping these headers, but I do know that I stopped in the middle of the night and I only did one because this stuff that's in here is literally made out of like fiberglass, or it just feels like a bunch of mini pieces of fucking glass in it. Pardon my language, but I wrapped them and then my hands just super started itching really bad. And it sucked. So I kind of stopped and then I asked the homies, like, bro, what's going on? You guys didn't tell me I was supposed to wear gloves. I never wrapped headers before, so I was kind of pissed off about that. But it's a lesson learned. If you guys are gonna be wrapping these, man, make sure you guys freaking put gloves on, latex gloves, a couple of them. And then, yeah, because I wore these gloves after and it still went through. I'm gonna wear them right now because I don't have no latex gloves, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna try to wrap this as fast as possible, man. So just stay tuned, man. We're gonna get this other header wrapped. And after I'm done with that, hopefully I can get them installed on the motor today and get that out of the way. Put my solid motor mounts on. So hopefully today we can do the install of the headers and install the motor mounts, and then we're just waiting on the harness to come, and then yeah, we should be golden. All right, you guys, so I've always been told that trying to put headers on while the motor's inside the car is a lot harder. So with this, basically all you're gonna do is you're gonna remove these 3 bolts. After you remove those 3 bolts, you'll have basically I already took the side off, so this is the header that's already installed. And you'll have 2, 4, 5, and 6 bolts, nuts, whatever you want to call them. You remove all those, pull it off. It comes with gaskets and basically newer gaskets that come for the headers. So after you remove those and you put them on, basically what I wanted to tell you guys right now is that after you put the headers on, the headers came off really easy. Like, you can get to all the bolts. When you put the headers on, these bolts are hard to get to, those 2. So literally I have to use a 14 wrench. And yeah, so basically I'm using a 14. I have to tighten it up in this spot right here where it's at. Where's my 14? So in this spot where it's at, I barely get, that's as far as turn I get because the motor's on the floor. So it's kind of hard and it's taking me a lot longer to tighten this thing down, which really sucks. But yeah, and I didn't use any Loctite. Not sure if I should, but I should be fine, to be honest. So I'm gonna finish tightening this down. Probably gonna get the other one installed. Another thing I wanted to say is that I had to remove this from around there because when it was wrapped on there, I couldn't tighten down the bolt at all. So basically I had to remove the wrap. Now I'm gonna have to cut this off, wrap it back around, and then tighten it again. All right, you guys, so next will be these. And I'm actually kind of worried about this right now because I know this is a ground. I'm not 100% sure what it goes to, but I'm gonna have to keep that and take note of that I'm removing that, and make sure I ask about it because that is a ground. Obviously this grounds to something. So yeah, remember where that goes. I'm gonna remove the 310s right now. Underneath there's 6 bolts. They're all 14s. Remove the 14s. It's easy to come off with the socket. After that, remember when you're putting the headers back on, the 2 on the bottom, there's gonna be 2 that you can't get to. You're gonna have to do that with the wrench. So yeah. All right, you guys, so you remember the little wire I was talking about? Put it inside of a Ziploc bag, VHR header ground. This came out, so I know it came off the stock header. Ask about that, and then I'm gonna throw it in the back with everything else that came off my car, and it's labeled back there. You know, it looks like a mess right now, but I know it's organized because everything's labeled. I know where everything goes. I don't really want to move or touch anything. My girl's getting mad because it's a mess out here, but really I just don't want to lose nothing or start putting shit away, and then I can't find it later when I'm trying to put my car back together. So I'm boxing up all the OEM parts that are right there. Some of those are G35 parts and some of them are VHR parts, all OEM parts, but I'm gonna box them up, throw those in the back because I'm not gonna need them. But yeah, man, let's go. 3 bolts are removed. This should come off now. Looks like there's fat ass spiders living underneath that thing. Yes sir, yes sir. This cover, I'm going inside this box. The other parts that I have, I'm actually about to fix this really quick. All right, so I removed the OEM header. Now we're gonna put the gasket on there. This gasket literally can only go on one way. it won't go on a different way. So, and there you have it. Look, we'll try to put it on the other way. See how it don't fit? It won't go on. Like literally it's stuck, so flip it around. It slides all the way up there. I kind of make it stick on the edges of the...
Hey, Boober. The baby's sitting in.
I guess like that's fine. And then just put the header on it. It's holding itself up, so I'm basically trying to do this by myself. I got people out here talking in the background, but they're no help at all. They're just distraction. And just like that, you guys, the long tube headers are on. Long tube ISR headers. Tighten everything down, everything's good. Rewrapped it, tighten the pieces on there. That's basically what it looks like. I shoved rags in there because the motor's gonna be sitting out here. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be out here on the floor. You don't want nothing going inside the engine, so I'm gonna do that. Mind you, you still have these. I haven't took the O2 sensors off of the OEM ones, but I'll be taking them off in a minute. And yeah, so, and I believe the other two holes are basically for the other ones, because remember, you used to have cats too, so one has to be upstream and one has to be downstream. So I'm pretty sure these might be upstream or downstream. It might not make a difference, but we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we have to. Right now, it's not that important, man. But the important part is that the headers are on, man. They're wrapped. Looks really good. Happy with it. We're one step closer to getting this VHR. 19,000 miles, man, put inside the car. Hope y'all guys are pumped as I am. And I'm not sure if you guys are curious, man, but if you guys are, basically what we have right here is the ISR long tubes versus the OEM spider. It looks like a spider shell on there. But yeah, man, this is the OEM ones versus that. I'll do a picture. I'll take a picture of these, and basically you guys will see these compared to the long tubes before I put them on there and before I wrap them. But they're a lot smaller. And honestly, where the three, basically they joint right there, those three pipes. And on the long tubes, it literally, all three of these pipes go all the way down until it connects like right here in the end. So you have that much more pipe, all that force. Hopefully we get good power gains off this, man. I'm shooting for 350 just with this, intakes, and the Motordyne exhaust. Really, that's all I'm gonna do to the car. So wish me luck, man. 350. If not, we'll do E85, and later on we're gonna boost it. All right, you guys, so we'll also be adding the 6-shooter solid motor mounts from Z1. Throw those on there. They're actually pretty cheap. And here's the bolts labeled like I said I was gonna do. Easy to find. I just went through the car, found real quick. They hook up right there. Real simple install. It's easy when the car's out of there. And those are the headers, man. Yes, sir. Let's go. All right, you guys. So I went to your local Ace Hardware, and I actually bought me 2 bolts for it because I misplaced they were actually on the other engine. So 2 of these look the same. I had the dude put them in there, but you know what I'm saying, you know, they'd be messing up their job. You got one job and they can't do it right. And I got 2 lock washers basically. So I'm gonna slap these motor mounts on the thing real quick. These are the 6 shooters again from Z1. I think they're only like 150 bucks. I bought those and have polyurethane trans mounts. So let me go ahead and install that. I think this is like, sheesh. I wanna say a 15. I'll just double check right now. Yeah, so I take that back. It definitely wasn't a 15. It's actually a 17. Fits in there perfect. I'm gonna slap it on real quick and call it a day because I got work literally in like, oh man, maybe about 2 hours. I gotta go to work. It's hella hot out here, like 103 right now. So yeah, let me get these motor mounts put on really quick, and that's gonna be the end of the video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll show you guys what it looks like right now, and then after I put the mounts on. And just like that, the solid motor mounts are on. Now we're just waiting for the harness to come in, and we can start putting this thing back together. Slap it inside the car. The only thing I'm gonna add Next is the intakes, but we're gonna do that once it's inside the car. Other than that, we're really not gonna do too much to this engine because we're gonna plan on boosting it. So it's gonna stay NA, just intakes and exhaust, man. And that's it. And tune, so stay tuned. Also, one last thing, everybody's been telling me I should paint this. I'm really up in the air right now on what I should do with this, if I should paint it or not, and if I do, what color. So I'm kind of debating on if I really want to paint it because I'm still gonna have to take some things off, but we're already right here, so I should do it, put some degreaser on it, clean it all off, man, and then spray it. But I was thinking yellow, man. What do you guys think? And then do everything else black, like the black engine, black, it's got black hoses already, like, you know what I mean? So black and yellow, just basically to match my calipers, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like I said, it's up in the air, man. Let me know in the comment section down below, man. Till next video, y'all, I'm out.